So here's the oh, what's this one? It's not coming. Handy mulcher. Now this guy, this is a heavy built unit. I just put one of these teeth on to see how it works. You know, they sometimes use beaver teeth on these, but mix it in a little bit. You can see some things are bent, like these skid shoes and these plates. He actually sent me, I've been in touch with the guy that's making these, and this is one of his first ones, so still kind of learning, but he does offer pretty good warranty. I mean, this is a heavy unit, it's like 2,700 pounds. But these plates are pretty thin, so they peel back, but they still do. He sent me some new thicker plates. Still peeling back. Needs a bolt right here. I mean, the good brands kind of have the plate tucked in, so that lip won't catch. But that's just a little thing. One of the bigger things is on these first units, there's a plate. Well, back underneath the disc that's removable, and you can adjust how much gap you have as it's sucking the trees up in through there to grind, and so that got mangled up right away because the plate was too thin for what we're doing. Came off and actually went through the teeth. So he sent me a new thicker one. It took a while to get the right one because he's made a few versions, but he's doing that shield thicker. So he's the guy that makes these over in China is improving them as he goes, just kind of learning. These had the 1/2 inch couplings, so usually you'd have 3/4 for high flow, but I just put on the 1/2 inch and I can still turn on the high flow. I think he's enlarged that since. This gauge here, bolts fell out, you know, rattled out. It fell off, got broke, but he sent me a new one. Sent me. Now the difference with this guy and the other Chinese is he's kind of got a warranty on it. If something breaks in the first year, seems to be willing to send you the parts. I like this little thing here is actually a cooler with a fan. So we use that, helped quite a bit to keep the temperature down. Overall, this is built pretty good, you know. I haven't used real good ones of these style, so you can dig around. It's got the teeth lasted quite a while as far as getting in rocks and everything. Takes longer than the disc mulcher, and it's kind of rough compared to having knives or something on it. Kind of coarse, but after I haven't put terribly many hours on this, probably 30 or something, but after my last session it was vibrating a little, so I haven't looked more to see what that might be. You know, if we're out of balance, you gotta get these guys with their special tool to get them balanced. But it's thick, heavy metal. But one thing, these Chinese things, you know, any of the metal is just not that hard. Like this push bar, you know, I did something pushing a tree. It's pretty thick, but I don't know if you can see the bend in it. So there you have it. That's the handy drum mulcher. I do like the guy. I've worked a lot with Chinese companies, doing my own importing and stuff. The fellow in charge of these, I think he's going to make a new brand, but he tries to use a little better parts and stands behind what he's doing. So that's the difference between these and the other ones out there, like the Wolverine or the Top Cat. Like he even has a, I haven't looked at it, but a Rexroth motor, so that's a name brand motor that he put in there. I think it's the Ben Axis, like it should be. Whereas these others, of course, going to use one of the cheaper Chinese motors they can find. They still work, but performance can be there, but not going to last. So there you have it, the handy drum mulcher.